Alright, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back, and thanks for watching. So, it's super late. I had some running around to do early this afternoon. It's probably around 4:30ish in the afternoon right now, so I had to run out to Nutty Bolts and get a whole bunch of fasteners and everything for the front subframe. We're going to try and get that installed today. Tomorrow morning, all the brakes and everything should be getting here. So I want to be able to get the rear brakes on, and so that I'll be able to stop it. Still have no steering, but in theory, Josh said that that stuff is on the way. That was a week ago. It still hasn't showed up. I don't know if it actually has shipped or not, but he said that we're going to be getting them. And I need to mock up and get the subframe in before any of that can happen. So I'm going to do that today. We got the roll stop from Boosted Fabrication. We got motor mounts. We got a bunch of parts in that we had bought back in December and early January. So stuff is starting to show up, and we're going to work and get this installed and get as much done as we can today. I still have to mock up and finish the filler neck for the fuel tank. I don't know if I'm going to work on that today. I'm not going to work I'm probably only going to get 4 or 5 hours today to work on it. I want to concentrate getting the front subframe in and squared away. definitely edit that shit out. And just in case I forget to edit that out, you guys don't use your impact driver as a hammer. That's not the right tool for the job, and that's usually a really big pet peeve of mine. But I'm really hurting and I don't want to get up and go get my hammer. I know that's not an excuse, but now when you guys put these, if you guys are doing heim joints, now these are designed so that you can turn this nut and pull them together or spread them apart. That being said, you want to make sure that they thread in all the way and that you pretty much basically have equal distance between the nut and this outside and the nut and this outside, because if you don't, you'll jam this all the way up this way and you'll have a big gap here. So you kind of want to make sure that they're in the right position. I mean, roughly in the right position. You want to kind of have a little bit of, I guess eyeball is good enough. And I still need to get up because I forgot the bag of bolts over there. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. I need one more bolt. I think it's up on the hood. I hope. Man, I'm hurting. There it is. All right. Now, mind you, I am going to lengthen all of this way out and put anti-seize in all of the threads so that we don't come back later when we decide to start aligning the car or something and have them all seized up and not be able to move them. That would be a significant pain in the butt. Bless me. All right. Well, I gotta go get the other. The other shock. Well, I mean the other spindle. So we got the tubular subframe in, the manual steering rack in, we got the tubular A-arms. It's looking really, really good. I'm not going to throw the rotors or the wheelwood calipers yet because we've got quite a bit more stuff to do. I still got to get the bushings that I don't have from Josh so I can finish mocking that up. We already put all of the back together, so that's pretty much all done. So I'm excited. We've come a long, long way in just the last couple of weeks since we painted the car. Mind you, I'm not going hog wild with it. I'm trying to only put on parts that we need to get it rolling and steering and braking. So I don't have any parts from Josh yet for the rolling and, the rolling and the steering, because we need some bushings in the lower control arms to mount the shocks to and the coilovers. So we'll need to get those and get them installed before we can put the coilovers on. But for right now, the front we're kind of at a stop because we don't have any of those parts. The rear is all golden. Tomorrow I'm going to go and get the shoes and all of the hardware kit and everything to go in the back so I can hook up the e-brake, and so we'll be able to stop this. I don't need the brake booster or the brake lines or brake fluid or anything like that to stop. As long as I've got the e-brake, that'll be sufficient enough to get it on the trailer, get it down to San Diego, and get it off the trailer. Other than that, I don't know what we're going to finish or start working on next. We're at a standstill as far as trying to get this thing back on the ground. Maybe get the over fender back on and measure out and try and get the fuel line, the fuel filler neck line cut out and get it ready to go back in. That would be cool because that means we could mount the Sparco gas door. But yeah, we'll get into something. We've still got probably an hour or two of daylight left, so we'll get into something. that's not too shabby looking. All cleaned up, painted up, put back together. Obviously no brakes yet, no rotor, nothing like that. I still got to get the rotor, and I'm still gonna replace the wheel bearing and hub. But yeah, looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna go do the other side. Well, I am going to finish up today by putting now that we've got the brakes all looking really good, I went ahead and painted all of this. I painted the caliper. Everything looks really good back there. Now I'm gonna end the day by putting the anti-seize on all of the Heim joints on the rear subframe. I've already put them all on the front subframe. And now it's just a matter of putting a little bit on the rear subframe. Now, that being said, we need all of the Heim joints that thread in and out. We need to take them all the way out and put the anti-seize on the joint that threads into the arms. That way, being that these are dissimilar metal, if you don't put anti-seize on them, they will lock up on you fast, real fast. It won't even be funny, and then I'll end up having to be replacing all of the Heim joints, and they are super expensive. So we don't want to do that. So I've got this anti-seize thread lubricant. It's a copper type. Holy cow, I'm tired. Can't even think straight. It's a copper thread lubricant so that it doesn't bind up together. And pretty much basically you just, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of dark in there. Hold on, this is not working. Alright, so you just put a little bit on there. Well, that's a lot, but you put it all over the threads. That way when you thread the rod back, look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. Once you thread them back on, it'll coat everything inside and make it all super awesome. And you won't be buying new let's just put it this way. If I was to not put this anti-seize on here, by the time I took the car to get an alignment, these would be locked up and I would end up having to be replacing them all. That's how fast these things will lock up on you. Dissimilar metals and whatnot. That looks good. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Help out that YouTube algorithm, everybody. Talk to me. If you like what you see, or if you don't, or... Now, these are not bolted up yet. It's just sitting there, but I like the way that turned out. Looks really good. Let's back it up a little bit. Nice Sparco fuel door. But anyways, hit me up. Let's talk. If you see something that I missed, or if you see something I could do better, or if you just want to get an idea of what you can do to your car, hit me up. Let's talk in the comments. That helps out the YouTube algorithm, just like subscribing does. So don't forget to subscribe.